Portuguese came to Hawaii, they brought this ukulele, and they call it small guitar. We call it ukulele. Ukulele means a bounce. It looked like a flea, the damn thing looked like a flea, and a jumping flea, that's what it means, ukulele.
In a disillusioned state, I was walking home one day. My dead end life was all work and no play, when from the corner of my eye someone beckoned to me. He said, come play the ukulele, you'll see the new way. You'll be filled with love from the skies above. Ukuleles of love raining from the skies above. Tiny bubbles filled the spaces in my head. I was happy, I was glad that I got out of bed. The music took control of me, I threw away my threads. If you want to join the party, just say yes. Yes. You'll be filled with love from the skies above. Ukuleles of love raining from the skies above. Hey, you're here with Midnight Ukulele Disco, and we've got an extra special issue this time because we've got not one guest, but two. First up, please welcome our very special guest, Alan Edelstien, the director of the incredible documentary, The Wizard of Strings, which we just saw a little clip of there. So tell us, when was this? This documentary was nominated for an Academy Award, right?
It was, many years ago. It was made in the early 80s. It was nominated in 85, I believe. And it was made at a time when Roy was in his early 80s and still in very good shape musically. I was a fan of early American music and discovered that he was still alive and well and living in New York, and decided to make a film about him.
That's incredible. So, basically, when you got in touch with Roy, what did he say? Like, he's someone who had been in the media spotlight, the early media spotlight, for so much. What was his response to your request?
Well, the request didn't come right away. I met him actually through a radio show that I was doing, and it was only after getting to know him and interviewing him and seeing a closet full of old films that he had from the 20s and 30s that I realized that he would make a really great subject for a film.
Okay, and now a little bit of background of Roy Smeck. He made one of the first recordings filmed with sound, right?
Right. Most people think of The Jazz Singer as the very first sound film, but right before The Jazz Singer, Warner Brothers did a series of musical shorts. And most of them were classical and opera stars, and they decided to throw in one pop act. And then through a weird series of circumstances, it turned out to be Roy, who was basically a fairly unknown vaudevillian at the time, but through some connections managed to get this very excellent opportunity for him to get his music out into the world.
Right, and as well as the music, then there was a whole, empire of products that came out with.
Right, he really pioneered a lot of the instruction books, and was one of the first people on radio. He was one of the first people to play, I guess it would be a forerunner of overdubbing, that clip that you saw with the 4 instruments at once. So he really pioneered a lot of aspects of entertainment.
Now I see you have something here with you. This is a ukulele. I think we'll take a little close look at that. This is, what is this?
This is a Roy Smeck uke. He endorsed many instruments. He played, his 4 main instruments was guitar, banjo, Hawaiian steel guitar, which I think he made most of his recordings on Hawaiian steel, and the ukulele, which he always said was the most popular on stage. It was the one instrument that he could get everyone to like. You know, there was the banjo had its partisans, but the uke was something he closed his show with because he knew that it was popular for everyone in the audience.
What is it you think made the ukulele so popular?
I think partly just the sound. It's a very happy, appealing sound, but also I think it's owes something to what he did with it, which was he made a solo instrument out of the uke, which it was a very popular instrument for a vocalist to accompany very simple chords. Roy was not a vocalist, although he did sing a little bit. He was basically an instrumentalist, so he had to create a solo instrument out of it. And I think it was very exciting for people to see the uke in that way.
I've got another clip from your documentary, which I'd like to show, and then perhaps when we come back, maybe you can show us a little something on this genuine Roy Smeck uke. This is another clip from The Wizard of the Strings. This is the documentary about Roy Smeck.
I said, I'm Roy Smeck. Oh, Roy Smeck the Wizard? I said, well, whatever you want to call me. He said, gee whiz, this is great. He said, how do you want me to announce it tonight when we have the show? I said, well, just say Roy Smeck, the Wizard of the Strings, and stage, screen, and recording artist, something like that. Oh, I'll give you a big build-up. I've seen you many times in Waterloo. He said, gee, it's certainly good to see you. And he walked off. Now the show is on. And now it's for me to go on, and he comes out. He said, hey, hello, everybody. He was loaded now. He was drunk in the afternoon. He said, I want to say something. I got a fellow here. You never heard anything like it for one person. He plays the banjo and the uke and the Hawaiian guitar, the Spanish guitar. I tell you, you're going to have a big treat. He makes records. He's been in the movies. He made the first movie. He put King and Queen. He's done everything. Gives me great pleasure to introduce the Gizzard on Wings. 12 Street Rags.
Well, I don't think I should be trying to follow that, actually.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Alan with on the Roy Smeck ukulele.
Let's leave it at that.
Hey,
I'm sorry, Roy, if you're listening. Forgive me.
Thank you. Hey, we hope to have you back at the end of the show.
Thank you very much.
One more clip now of This is The Wizard of Strings. And by the way, if people want to find out more about your documentary, how can I get in touch with you? How can they find you?
I guess email. I don't have a website, but they can contact me at Alan Edel, ALANEDEL7 at AOL.
Alan Edel7 at AOL. We'll put the link to that from midnightUkuleleDisco.com as well. So, are there any plans to re-release the documentary?
I hope to. It's not been on DVD yet, so I'd like to re-release it on DVD along with a lot of the old clips from the 20s and 30s.
Oh, great. Well, here's one more from the Wizard of the Strings. This is the Voice Mac documentary.
They were wonderful, wonderful days. They were. Enjoyable days. But that's a thing that's gone. You can't recapture those things. You can't. It doesn't come back. And that's why the younger generation now, they're watching a lot of the old movies that would bring back part of it, but not all, but part of it.
You're the picture, and I'm the frame that holds your tender charms. Love began the night that you came and nestled in my arms. You're the picture, and I'm the frame, and life's a dream come true. When you sighed and whispered my name, my life revolved round you. Just like an empty frame on a shelf in a dismal room. Life didn't mean a thing by myself, but now, my sweet, it's all so complete, for you're the picture and I'm the frame that holds your tender charms. May we stay forever the same, don't ever leave my arms. Just like an empty frame on the shelf in a dismal room. Life didn't mean a thing by myself, but now, my sweet, it's all so complete, for you're the picture and I'm the frame that holds your tender charm. May we stay forever the same, don't ever leave my arms.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
I'd like to introduce you, ladies and gentlemen, to Patsy Monteleone, our modern-day Wizard of the Strings, perhaps.
Oh, no.
What was that number you were playing then?
That was called You're the Picture and I'm the Frame, and not sure who wrote it. It's one of the mid-30s Tin Pan Alley songs that were so popular in the day, and I picked it up from Fats Waller.
Right.
Fats Waller recording. He was always one of my favorite sources for that kind of great music, great entertainer at the time.
Right, and you're a great source of like repopularizing these old classics for the ukulele, right?
Yeah, try to. It's a bit of a an endeavor to go out and try to find songs. I feel as though it's almost like a collection, like someone might collect baseball cards or something. I try to find obscure songs and learn them. Generally, I learn them by listening to them. I don't usually look at sheet music, but there's so much out there, old vinyl records and 78s, and I try to pick up old tunes as I come across them and learn them and bring them out.
Where have you been playing out these days? Because I met you on Hugh Jackson's radio show, the Flaming Ukulele Radio Hour.
That's right. Yeah, I do just occasional work like that. Hugh Jackson had a Christmas show last year, just before the holidays, and I joined his ukulele guild, which is a northeastern Pennsylvania group that he formed, and I met you there. You were kind enough to come out and film us. It's on the Ukulele Disco site. If you go into their archives, you can find our little holiday show. It was a lot of fun. I play out occasionally, occasional festivals and private gigs and so forth.
Oh, great! We're glad to have you on the show today.
Well,
By the way,
to be here.
I'd just like to share with our viewers here what we have is we have people watching us, as well as here on Manhattan Neighborhood Network in Manhattan, Channel 67. We have people watching us today on the internet at midnightukuleledisco.com. So thanks for joining us, everyone online, and send us a message, and maybe we'll have a look back again before the end of the show, because I know that there's some fans of Patsy there watching on the internet this evening. So do you have another song you'd like to play?
Oh, sure.
Actually, you know what? We were talking about
that.
There was a song that you were inspired by Roy Smith's one of his recordings.
That's right. I'm not well practiced up on this song, but one of the songs that I picked up from listening to one of a compilation of Roy's is it's a Harry Warren song from the 42nd Street. I'll go home and pack my clothes, you go get your D's and thoses, and away we'll go. So off we're gonna shuffle off to Buffalo. To Niagara in a sleeper, there's no honeymoon that's cheaper, and the train goes slow. So off we're gonna shuffle off to Buffalo. Someday the stork may pay a visit and leave a little souvenir, just a little cute. What is it? Well, we'll discuss that later, dear. For a little silver quarter, you can have the Pullman porter turn the lights down low. So off we're gonna shuffle off to Buffalo. Of course, Roy does it much better.
That was wonderful. Hey, nice rendition. Hey, we're taking calls here in the studio. If you'd like to ask any questions of Patsy or Alan, we can take your calls now on 212-757-1538. We'd love to hear from you if you're out there listening to us today. So, how long you say you've been playing the ukulele now?
About 25 years.
Now, have you seen the ukulele come and go in popularity?
Yes, I have. When I started playing in the early '80s, I was game about it. I mean, I of course, didn't know as much as I know now, but I got up there and I went to open mics and tried to play. I played in subway stations and out on the street and tried to do as much as I could, just because I loved to play the uke. And it was met with a bit of an antagonism through the '80s. I'll say, I got booed off of the stage, and it could have been because I was a lousy player at the time. But I think people just didn't like it or didn't understand it back then as much as they do now. These days, there's a resurgence in its popularity.
Do you think for a while people took it as this a gimmick of an instrument rather than something serious?
I think so. I think they thought of it as a toy, and there's still a bit of that. I think we still, all of us uke fans, still run into that. And people people mistake it for a violin. I mean, I've had people say it's not a violin, and it's, well, no, it's not really a violin, but there's just a typical misunderstanding and, lack of education about it. And I think all of us ukulele fans and players are out there trying to edify the public, bring things up to snuff here,
Hey, give us a call, 212-757. We've got a caller now. Hi there, caller.
Hello.
Hi there. How you doing?
Hey, Jason. How you doing? It's
it sounds like the Incredible Uke.
It is. How you doing?
Very good. Sorry you're not here this evening.
Yeah, me too. But
we'll have to catch up with you again in a couple weeks' time, huh?
Yeah, that's fine.
How you enjoying the show?
Say hello.
Hey, thanks for calling, Joey. One day we'll have to get you actually doing more than just making heavy lifting with those ukuleles, I think.
And showing the muscles, too.
Oh, yeah. For our regular fans, they'll know that the Incredible Uke is the one who spends a lot of the show doing this.
I do recall seeing that, yeah.
Thanks for calling in, Joe. We miss you. We'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Taking calls, 212-757-1538. That was the Incredible Uke. And we got a pretty full studio here this evening. I'm not quite sure where we would have put him, but there's always room for more. If you'd like to be on the show as well, give us a call or send an email message to ukuleledisco.com. Hey, we've got another caller. Hi there, caller.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, wow. Sorry.
Are you still there?
Hello, is that better?
That's great.
Okay. Are you guys fans of Tiny Tim?
Are we fans of Tiny Tim?
I was always wondering if there's sort of a pretentiousness around him, considering he's the most famous ukulele player.
I used to have a song I played called Tiny Tim is Dead, because every time I pulled out the ukulele, everyone said, Tiny Tim!
Oh, wow.
Sorry to get feedback there. Are you still there, caller? We had a little technical difficulty there, but I don't know, Tiny Tim is not someone I have a problem with. Is he someone you have a problem
No,
with?
I didn't have a problem with Tiny Tim, no. Not Tiny Tim.
We got the caller here again. Hi, caller.
Hi, I'd like, is this a TV show?
Yes.
Hi, I would like very much if you would play some more Roy Smack. Do you have any more time for him?
Okay, we'll make some more time for him before the end of the show. Actually, we have one more clip I'll try.
I look forward. Thank you very much.
Thanks for calling. Hi, caller.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, we're playing ukulele here. What's up
good.
with you?
Who gets more pussy, you or the other guy?
We're here on Manhattan's Neighborhood Network, Channel 67, live community broadcasting.
Live community broadcasting.
Hey, have you got another song you'd like to play?
Sure, I'd love to.
Oh, we got one more. We'll take this call. Hi,
take
caller.
another call.
Like I said, we'll take one more call and then more from Patsy. Any more callers? Take it away, Patsy.
Okay. Here's a song that was written by Mel Torme and Bob Wells, who were best known for the Christmas song, Chestnuts Roasting on Open Fire. They wrote some other tunes together, and this is one of them. Some folks were meant to live in clover, but they are such a chosen few. The clover being green, something I never seen, 'cause I was born to be blue. When there's a yellow moon above me, they say there are moonbeams I should view. But moonbeams being gold are something I can't behold, 'cause I was born to be blue. When I met you, the world was bright and sunny. When you left, the curtain fell. I'd like to laugh, but nothing strikes me funny. Now my world's a faded pastel. Well, I guess I'm luckier than some folks. I've known the thrill of loving you, but that alone may be more than what I was created for. 'Cause I was born to be
Okay, here we are, Midnight Ukulele Disco. We've got just a couple more moments to go here, but we've got the whole crew here this evening, and we're going to play out for you. This is Tiny Bubbles.